Guys, happy Friday. It is May 1st. So we have officially been doing teleschool for a little over a month because we started a few weeks in March. We've done a full month of April, and now it is May 1st. So happy May. We're getting to summertime, warmer weather, so some good things. So today is Friday. We're coming to a close of our week. My computer is opening links. So I wanted to just go over what you're going to be doing today. So today you're going to be doing your Friday activities. You're going to have reading and math. So for reading, you're going to click this link to go to the lesson, and it's going to be a lesson from me, and it's about using what we know about characters to make predictions. So you guys have been listening to a lot of Frog and Toad stories. Throughout those stories, like on Monday, you talked about how across stories, like when you're reading series like Junie B. Jones or Ivy and Bean or Captain Underpants or any other series books, meaning that there's more than one book with the same characters, usually you learn more and more about those characters so that you can use what you know about them to predict what they're going to do next. We read a few Ivy and Bean books in class, and I know that if we read more, when Ivy and Bean came up with a plan, you probably would have known what was going to happen. You probably knew what Ivy was going to do because she was kind of like more of a rule follower, a little bit sneaky, but we know Bean broke the rules. She was hyper. She never wanted to sit down. She didn't want to read. She didn't really want to listen to anyone. So we kind of knew how she would react or how she would kind of solve a problem, right? So that's kind of what you're going to do today. So make sure to watch the lesson so that you can kind of follow along and see how we can make predictions about characters, and then come back to do the activity. So you're going to click the link to listen to another Frog and Toad story, your last one, and it's called The Kite. And I'm going to read only part of that story because then you're going to come back and answer these questions. The first question is, what is the problem in the story? So what problem are the characters facing? The second question and the third question are going to ask you to predict. So predict, what do you think Toad will do next and why? So make sure you're focusing on Toad. And then number 3, same thing, but for Frog. What do you think Frog will do next? Why? So just to make sure that we know how to form a prediction, I want to show you real quick. See if I can just pull up a Word document here. I want to show you real quick how you can write a full sentence prediction. So not just Frog's going to do this, right? So we want to say, I think, right? So start with I think. I'm going to leave this blank because this is where you should fill in your prediction. So you might say, I think Frog will. What do you think Frog's going to do? And then don't forget, because there's not just that question, there's a why. So because, why do you think that? So I think Frog will. Put your prediction here, because what evidence or examples from the book do you have to support your prediction? It's a lot like what you've been doing in writing. The evidence could be what we know about the characters. What character traits have we collected about them? So same thing for the other question. I think Toad will. Here's my prediction, because here's my evidence, because I know this, this, and this about Toad. Okay? All right. So that is what you're doing for reading, and then you'll just submit your questions to your Class Dojo portfolio. When you're finished with that, come back to your math. Your lesson is here. It is going to be again over even and odd, and you're going to be focusing on real world problems. So problems that this is why we need to know even and odd for like our lives. So make sure you do the lesson, participate, get a piece of paper and pencil, pause the video to do the review, do the model, the guided, and of course, do your quick check, submit a picture of your quick check, and then come back to do your math activity. So a lot of you are doing great job with your math lesson. I don't want you to miss out on practicing and doing the activity as well. So your activity, you're going to click here, even and odd questions, and it'll open you up. And you're going to complete this page, so 1 through 7. Okay, so make sure you read the questions. And like for number 1, make pairs of soccer balls to determine if there is an even or odd number of soccer balls. So if you can at home, print this out that would be great. If you can't, that's totally fine. You don't have to draw the soccer balls. You could just draw, there's 15 of them. 15 soccer balls, yes. So if there's 15 of them, just draw like 15 circles on a piece of paper, pair them up, tell us if it's even or odd. Okay. Same thing for like number 2. Are there even and odd number of paper airplanes? How do you know? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 paper airplanes. If you print this out, write down how do you know that there are even number or odd number of paper airplanes. If you can't print it out, just draw out 4 items because there's 4 paper airplanes for that problem. Now, just going over that one, don't just write it's odd because it's 4 or it's even because it's 4. What makes that number even or odd? How could we prove it? Think about like the pairing or the doubles facts examples that Miss Schauder has done with you guys. Okay, don't just say because the number's odd or even. How is that number odd or even? Okay, really challenge yourselves. When you finish that, you can take a picture of your worksheet or your piece of paper you worked on and submit that for your activity. There are optional facts for even and odd numbers or doubles ladybug craft here to keep practicing that even and odd skill. Okay, so those are your activities for Friday, friends. I hope you're having a great day, a great week, and entering into a great weekend. And I will see you soon. Bye, guys.